Oscar, what are you talking about? It doesn't go like that. It goes like this. Dun, 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 dun. See, you have to start out playing, I think it's an A chord. Is that recording? I'll put this right here. Hi, my name is Tony. This is my friend Oscar. And today I'm here to talk to you about assessments. I know. No other word says the word test better than the word assessment. When the student hears the magical word test, what usually happens? Anxiety, stress, possibly even a fake illness that may follow too after that announcement. One of the biggest concerns with students at any grade level is passing a test. Whether it is math, science, language, arts, or history, test taking can be mentally exhausting. Putting assessment into perspective, I have to admit, most of the tests imposed on today's students render useless results if the data that is being compiled is not utilized correctly. I turn my attention to dynamic indicators of basic early literacy. The name speaks for itself. Dynamic. It's constantly changing, evolving and progressing. Indicators. That's the red flag for early detection. Basic, starting at the core. Early, that's the preventative tactic. Literacy, focusing on the main idea. And skills, that's the groundwork for any student today, tomorrow, and into the future. DIBELS. DIBELS for short. DIBELS is a great tool for assessment for grades K through 6. DIBELS provides a set of procedures and measures for assessing the literacy skills of elementary students. DIBELS in the school system is beneficial to early detection, which allows for a complete and comprehensive intervention of literacy awareness. To fully grasp the idea of DIBELS, the teacher and the student should be made aware of its full composition. DIBELS is comprised of several measures used as indicators of underachievement in the areas of alphabetic principle, phonemic awareness, reading comprehension, accuracy, and fluency with connected text and vocabulary. Mostly the measures are designed to assess 3 of the 5 of the early literacy outlined in the National Reading Panel Report. From that above list, phonological awareness, alphabetic principle, and fluency with connected text are the main focus of DIBELS. DIBELS were designed for the use in identifying children experiencing difficulty in obtaining basic early literacy skills in order to provide support early and prevent future difficulties. Measuring of phonological awareness includes initial sound fluency, which identifies a child's ability to produce a given word, and phonemic segmentation fluency assesses production of sounds within that given word. A measure of alphabetic principle in nonsense word fluency, which assesses the child's knowledge of letter-sound correspondence. Fluency with connected text is assessed with oral reading fluency, whereas the number of corrected words read per minute at that corresponding grade level. The use of dynamic indicators of basic early literacy skills, DIBELS, in the classroom is important for many reasons. I'll just give you one. DIBELS in design is supposed to be short 1-minute fluency measures. Quick bursts of assessments are perfectly designed to regularly monitor the development of early literacy and early reading skills without overwhelming the teacher and more so the student. So essentially what you have is a collection of data that in some cases may not necessarily be accurate due to individuals like myself, or maybe yourself, that has anxiety or stress, where under a lot of time, actually taking the test, your true self isn't coming out. Your true knowledge is not actually being assessed at that point. The big 3 out of 5 ideas of early literacy that DIBELS assesses: it gives the teacher what they want and what the student needs for early detection in literacy. DIBELS subtests are reliable predictors of achievement in reading and used as a constant indicator in childhood intervention. DIBELS has been implemented in thousands of schools across the nation, giving educators the concrete results needed to predict English language learners' underachievements, intervention needs, and student progresses. DIBELS drives instruction by supplying the educator with the results needed for early detection of literacy underachievement. It remains student-centered while satisfying expectations of teachers virtually everywhere. Over thousands of schools nationwide have adopted DIBELS, either in its entirety or just by utilizing various sections that are offered for each group. In its early inception, DIBELS research was conducted at the University of Oregon in the 1980s. Since that time, an extensive series of studies have documented the validity of the measures of DIBELS. Being sensitive to student change, DIBELS is a versatile assessment that does not overwhelm the student with the quick 1-minute engagements. Just look at the facts of DIBELS. Keep an open mind of everything that I said to you here today, because not all literacy assessments are perfect. They never will be. Not all literacy programs work. There will always be pros and cons to every assessment. I have illustrated mostly pros for you today, but let's take a look at some of the cons. No matter how it is administered or the results are compiled, it is up to us as educators, teachers, and parents to take the results, then process them in a way that adds value to a student's education by driving teachers' instruction. Any test can render results. It is what one does with those results that matter. DIBELS provides results that provide a satisfactory degree of validity. DIBELS, being one of reliability, its procedures meet the practical requirements. The degree of usability is highly regarded as a functional tool that can be and has been implemented in many classrooms. Perform your own research. Find your own area of exploration as it relates to DIBELS. Do not be blindsided by the critics that have stated that DIBELS was installed to satisfy the political ends of its creators and its supporters. To me, that does not add up as a real critique of DIBELS.